Hello everyone. Today we will discuss some important numericals based on the concepts of gravitation. So let's take the first question from NCERT. This is example 8.2, page 187. So what does this question say? It says that three equal masses of m kg each are fixed at the vertices of an equilateral triangle ABC. So this is an equilateral triangle A, B, C. What is the force and masses m are kept at each of these vertices? What is the force acting on mass 2m which is placed at the centroid of the triangle? So first is net force on mass 2m at centroid of triangle. Second part says, what is the force if the mass at the vertex A is doubled? If mass at A is doubled, that is 2m. So what will be the effect on the force? What will be the new force on mass at centroid? This is what is asked. Now in this, we'll first draw the centroid. What is centroid? It is the point where the medians intersect. So if I'm talking about centroid, this is the midpoint, this is the midpoint, this is the centroid, and this is also the midpoint. So this is the centroid. They have given the distance of the centroid from ABC as 1 meter. So if this is the centroid, this point, so they have given this side AG, BG and CG, this as 1 meter. So AG is equal to BG is equal to CG is equal to 1 meter. So how to find the force? For that we need to recall the concepts of vectors, right? If we have a mass 2m placed here, so there will be three gravitational forces. One, the force on this due to this mass, force on this due to this mass, force on this due to this mass. So I can write force on G due to A, force on G due to B, and force on G due to C. These will be vectors. The gravitational force is attractive. So mass at A will attract it towards each other. So I can say that force on G due to A will be towards A. Force on G due to C will be this way, and force on G due to B will be this way. So I can find the components of the forces. I know that if I have one vector here, one vector here and one vector here. So this is FGA, this is FGC, this is FGB. In order to find the net force, I will have to find the components of the forces along vertical and horizontal. This is already along vertical, but this is oblique, so I need to find its horizontal component and vertical component, right? Similarly, I need to find the vertical component of this one and horizontal component of this one. For this, I need this angle and this angle. This is an equilateral triangle. So all these angles will be 60 degree. So I can say that these are 60 degrees. Angle A is equal to angle B is equal to angle C, right? Because this is an equilateral triangle. So what will be this angle? This angle is half of this 60 degree. So I can say that this will be 30 degree. So obviously this horizontal angle will also be 30. So this looks matched up here. So if you look at this will be 30 degree. And again, this angle will be 30. So this angle will also be 30 degree. So this is also 30 degree. I can write the components. This would be FGC cos 30. This will be FGC sin 30. If you remember, we have this vector and the component along angle theta is A cos theta and the perpendicular component is A sin theta. So similarly, I have done this. This will be FGB cos 30 and this will be FGB sin 30, right? So let's find out the net force. For that, I'll have to find the magnitudes of FGA, FGB and FGC. So let's find FGA is G, first mass is M, second mass is 2M, upon separation is given 1 meter. If I find the force between this and this, so this is M, 2M upon 1 square. So this will be same as FGB. Similarly, FGC will also be same in magnitude, right? But the directions are different. I know that the force is a vector quantity. Now, if you look at these components along horizontal, FGB cos 30 is equal to FGC cos 30 as FGB is equal to FGC. So therefore these cancel. Let's find along vertical. Along vertical, let's find out the force. If I say that this one is positive direction, positive y direction, so I can write this force as FGA J cap plus this force FGB sin 30, this is minus J cap plus FGC sin 30 minus J cap, right? Similarly, this I could have written this way also, or FGC J cap, I cap plus FGB minus I cap, and this will be 0, right? So now I can solve this. FGA and FGB and FGC, these have same magnitude, so I can take FGA outside and outside I'll take J cap also, right? And this will be 1. Let me see, this is plus 1 and this will be minus 1 by 2 and this will be minus 1 by 2. So this gives me 0. So the net force, first answer of the first part is that the net force on mass 2m at G is equal to 0. So let's take the second part now, that is B part. If mass at A is doubled, so if mass at A is doubled, what happens to the net force? So there will be no effect on this and this component, but in this case along vertical, what will be the force? This will be F on G due to A. Let's find FGA. Value will be G M 2m into 2m, because now the mass at A is also 2m and here also 2m, right? So 2m into 2m upon 1 square, right? But FGB and GC will be equal. FGB is equal to FGC and this will be Gm into 2m upon 1 square. So net force along vertical, I will write like this only. So this will be FGA, that is G2m into 2m upon 1 square into J cap plus FGB. I will write the value Gm into 2m upon 1 whole square and this of 30 degree and minus J cap. Similarly, Gm 2m sine 30 minus J cap upon 1 square. So let's solve this. This will be, I can take G m 2m upon 1 into J cap common. So here what will remain? 2 plus minus 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2 again. So this will give me 2 minus 1, that is 1. So this gives me G into m into 2m upon 1 J cap. So in this case there will be net force where the mass at A is doubled. So this was our question number 1 and CRT. This was very important. So I think I'll have to end this video over here only. We'll take more numericals in the next video. That's all for now. Thank you.